All right, I'm going to show you how to use the Move tool. It's a great tool. It obviously moves things. But just like the Select tool, which you learned like 2 or 3 lessons ago, you can get in trouble with it. So I'm going to show you how to use it and basically allow the computer to guide you so you can get in a little as trouble with the tool as possible. All right, so let me show you. All right, here's our house. I have the window on from one of my last lessons, but I'm going to show you what we mostly use the Move tool for. A lot of times we use the Move tool for a roof because roofs are pitched. So how do we get a roof? I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to look at the roof. All right, there we go. And now let's right here. Looking straight at it. I'm going to put a line down the center of the roof. And I know that it's going to be in the center because I'm going to allow the computer to assist me. So when I pick my line tool, I'm going to go on the line and it's going to hit midpoint. I could do it here or here, and it tells me midpoint. When I draw my line, I want to make sure that 90% of the time I want my lines to be one of 3 colors. I want it to be green, red, or blue. That means that it's completely vertical or horizontal. So I need this one to be completely horizontal and parallel with the edges of the house. So I know it needs to be green, and then it will lock to the other midpoint. So midpoint to midpoint, green line. I get this perfect straight line across my roof. Now, I'm going to orbit around just a little bit, and I have to lift this up. All right, I'm going to take that point, that broken point, I'm going to go like that to it. I'm going to lift it up. And how I do that is the Move tool. And here we go. Here's my Move tool. I can make sure that this line is highlighted. All right, as you can see, it's going across. This line is highlighted, and I lift it up. Now, if I don't make sure that the right thing is highlighted, I can accidentally grab this and do some weird stuff to the house, or accidentally grab this thing and do this to the house, or grab this and do this to the house. And you probably don't want your house to look like this, all right? So you have to make sure that you are selecting exactly what you want to move, and then we move it in a very controlled way so you don't get something like this. So here we go. I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to make sure that this line is selected. It's highlighted blue, that it's selected. I'm going to click and I'm going to drag. Now make sure that I know that the house is going completely up. The pitch is going completely up. It's not looking like a beret and it's going off to the left or the right. I see that right with it too is a blue dotted line, meaning that it's going on the blue axis. It will actually even tell you on blue axis. That means it's going straight up, blue straight up. So that it's going straight up, it's dotted line, and then I get the exact pitch that I want. Try not to do this. You grab it and then you push it off to here and you're like, oh, that wasn't on the blue line. Or you drag it and you accidentally do something weird like that. That's not what you want. You want to make sure that the line is selected. You click on it, you pull directly up. It's a nice dotted line, blue dotted line. And it makes sure that it says on blue axis. That means it's staying completely vertical. It didn't bend left, right, back, or forward. And that it's just a perfect pitch. So you made sure that, number one, it cut it in half, and I used the tools to help me. That the line was straight, that the line was green, red, or blue. And then when I lifted it up to make sure that it was perfectly vertical, I had a blue dotted line right below it, and it said on blue axis. And that's how I know that I have a perfectly pitched roof for my house. Now you can use the Move tool for other stuff. As you can see, we're going to get this right here, the frame of our window. Now, not all frames or windows are perfect boxes. They would call this a shaker style. A lot of people have a little slant or a little detail onto it. So you can look at your windows in your house. The windows I'm looking at right there has this little slant on the outer frame. So how can I put that slant in my work right now? It's easy. I'm going to use the Move tool. I'm going to select this line, make sure that that line is selected. I'm going to drag it, and right next to it is a red dotted line, meaning that now it's going perfectly horizontal. Blue is perfectly vertical. Red and green are perfectly horizontal, and it will snap to the other point. So now I got this little angle. And that's a blue dotted line going perfectly that way. I'm going to rotate so I can see it this side and do it that way. And I'm going to grab this one and bring it down that way. Now I have a much more picturesque window with those tapered edges. And that gave a lot more complexity and probably made your window more look like a window at your home or something that's more familiar to you, with just doing about 15 seconds more worth of work with the move tool. And again, we let the computer assist us. I made sure that the red line was red, green, or blue, meaning red it was completely horizontal, blue went completely vertical, and then it also snapped to the other line. So the computer wants to assist you. It wants to snap to the other line to make sure that you don't get anything that you're not looking for. All right. Hope you enjoyed this video. Talk to you guys soon.